guys, thank you so much for joining me for this week's reading. I'm working with the Magical Dimensions, Oracle cards and activators. So I just felt drawn to this particular deck for this week. So let's get into the messages and let's see what comes through. As always, these are general readings, so I just want to make it clear that they're not going to resonate with you every week. But my intention is that there's a message for whoever is watching. So with that being said, let's get right into the cards. We just had the full moon, and I just felt its energy was very cleansing and clearing, and I hope you guys charged your crystals outside, because that's what I normally do during full moons. I just take that opportunity to charge my crystals. Okay, let's get into this. What messages does Spirit want to bring through for this week? I feel drawn to 3 cards, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, we have 1. Okay. 2 and 3. All right. So let me show you the cards. The first one we have is Galactic Guidance. Galactic Guidance, and the message on the card is Star Family, Assistance, Cooperation. The next card we have is Awakening, Ancient Knowledge, Memories, Connection, and the third card is Transformation, Metamorphosis, Synchronicity, the Unexpected. Now, interestingly, the first card we have is the Galactic Guidance, okay? Now, many of you have this connection with the galactics, okay? For me in particular, I do have my connection with the Pleiadians as well as the Lyrans, and this is a call that you may feel called to kind of connect with them, and that has been something that has been coming up for me. To be quite honest, I've not quite got into it, but I do feel their pull to kind of reconnect with the galactics, because many of us, we have galactic guides. We have lived in other dimensions. We've even learned in other dimensions, and our star guides want us to reconnect with them, okay? So some of you may be drawn to channeling light language. Some of you may be just drawn to channeling messages from the galactics, but the galactic guides are definitely coming very strongly. For me, I do find that I have a connection with the Lyrans. I did not know that, but I used to, dream. In my dreams, I would keep seeing the lions, and I didn't know why and what were they trying to say. I felt like the lion was my spirit guide, but I asked one of my friends who's also a channeler for the galactics, and she said that, I do have Lyran guides and I need to connect with them more than ever. And I think this card is also a message for me that I need to really take this seriously and channel messages from my star family, from my star guides. So I want you guys to take this message however it resonates with you, okay? For some, I'm feeling that you may have, like your twin flame is in another galactic system, and your twin flame is also guiding you through that system, okay? But I feel like you have lived in other dimensions, and you have that, this esoteric information that comes through you that you channel can be used for healing, can be used for channeling, can be used for bringing in light language, whatever it is for you, okay? So many of us, we're opening up like to the next level of understanding. Like if you want to read up more material on the Pleiadians, on the Arcturians, on the Sirians, then definitely, if you're guided to do that, then look into it. I'm sure many of you are already working with your galactic guides, especially when you're doing healings and stuff. They come through when you're channeling, they do come through. But this may be an information that you need to set the intention and channel them properly. That's the kind of guidance that I have been getting, and so I was not surprised to actually see this card here, because that's what I've been receiving during meditation, that I need to connect with my galactic family. And maybe this is a sign for me as well. Definitely it is, that I need to take this seriously. Anyways, moving on to the next card, we have Awakening. Okay, so many of you who are watching this are going through awakenings. And awakenings, when I say awakenings, guys, we go through several. Like if you're a starseed, if you're a light worker, if you're an indigo, you will, there'll be so many triggers, there'll be so many awakenings that you go through, and it's like, you're just shedding these different layers of yourself and coming back to your true divine self, your true divine essence of who you are. This card also tells me that, because of the full moon, your emotions may be heightened. You're doing I'm feeling a lot of heart chakra clearing that is happening right now. So you're clearing all the karmic bonds, or the things, or even things from past lives, like you're releasing it. What I'm also getting with this, with her green hair, is visualize a green flame, and whatever it is that is making you feel heavy emotionally, just visualize the green flame and see it being burned away in that. See the green flame transmuting, okay, especially around the heart chakra. But this card is, see what it says is ancient knowledge, memories, and connection. So you guys are remembering, you guys are recalling, whether it's your galactic connection or otherwise, you guys are remembering who you were in other lifetimes and what it is that you need to bring through in this lifetime. Okay, so whatever the thing is, let's say if you were a high priestess in another lifetime, you already hold that knowledge in your DNA, and it's going to get activated when it's the right time. So this card is also saying that all of that which you were in other lifetimes is being activated, is being pushed forward. And it's not always, like this picture looks so blissful, but sometimes we know how hard these awakenings are. You may feel emotional, you may feel all your stuff come up, all your shadow self and your fears and your insecurities and doubts, and just understand that these things are just triggers, and it's just kind of clearing up so that you can, you can come back to your true divine essence. And we go through several awakenings like that, so it's not like, okay, I went through one awakening 2 years back and I'm good to go. No, it keeps happening. There will be different triggers that will set you up, but they're meant to push you forward. They're meant to clear up whatever's not. So it's like one layer after another layer after another layer. That's what's happening. So a lot of emotional cleansing. Do drink more water. If you feel called to, do take salt baths. If you live near the sea, go for a swim, go into the sea and cleanse yourself. That's why I love going to vacations, where there is seawater, there's the ocean, because it just, it's so much better than, it's like taking 100 salt baths. It's like totally clears up my energy inside out. So unfortunately, I can't do that living here in Toronto, but I do take salt baths regularly. But this card is just saying that you're awakening to the next level. Okay, there's a lot of clearing that's happening up, and there's a lot of purging that you're going through. And be gentle with yourself in this process is also what I'm getting. And if you get any psychic inspirations or any epiphanies or aha moments where something clicks within you, do make a note of that. That's also what I'm getting with these cards. Now the third card, interestingly, we have transformation. Okay, so I think I had this card in one of my weekly readings recently as well, and this card says metamorphosis, synchronicity, the unexpected. So this card, really what I'm getting with this is you're getting your wings back, you're getting your power back, you're remembering truly who you are, and you're not afraid to stand in your power. Look at how she's standing with all these beautiful lights, with her wings, with her crown chakra wide open, and it's like you are not afraid to be yourself. You are not afraid to be yourself. You've gone through, with the transformation, you've gone through several deaths. You've had to go through death and rebirth so many times to reach this point. And it's because you had to release a lot of old programming, old belief systems, things that were passed on from your family, even karmic stuff. A lot of light workers actually do clear a lot of karmic ties, addictions, patterns that are stuck in their family, and they do a lot of that stuff. And sometimes we feel that heaviness of it, like we don't understand why we have these body aches, or why we're feeling the way we're feeling, or we do so much but we feel we're stuck, and we're not even, it's like, I'm doing so much, but why isn't it moving? Because you're not only clearing for yourself, you're clearing for your your family lineage. You're like doing so much energetic clearing, and of those patterns that, see, our ancestors could only go through a certain point, because at that time it was even more difficult than it is now. There is more acceptance now than ever before. So we're doing a lot of work, and that doesn't mean that we're alone. I always feel that spirit, our ancestors, our guides are with us, but this is part of your life's soul purpose. This is why you are here. So you're going through all these changes and awakenings that you're going through is to find yourself, is to find your wings, to find your voice, to find your truth, to find all of who you are. And you have all the support. See the lights around her, so she's not really alone. And sometimes this journey can make you feel alone, but at the end of the day you have the support. You have your galactic guides, you have your spirit guides, you have your animal guides, your ancestors. It's really quite a team that you have that is working with you once you're aware of it. And when you pay attention to the signs and synchronicities which are all around you. So you're awakening to your truth, you're awakening to your heart center, to your life purpose, okay? And this is a cleansing time. I did feel that with this particular full moon, that whatever is coming up and whatever emotions are coming up, allow them to flow through you, because you are coming back to your truth, you're coming back to your own beautiful self, okay? So keep shining. And so that was the message for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.